What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. I'm doing a reaction to this video that someone had posted. Let me see. F Game Killer had posted. So the information will be in the descriptions and stuff below if you want to check out some more of their videos. This is new 15 insane upcoming horror games 2021 and beyond. And that's on all platforms, it looks like. So, I wanted to check this out just to see, because there's a lot of video games and stuff I don't know that's coming out, and some I already do. Some I really do look forward to. The horror genre is a pretty good genre, but the ones that's really, really intense is really hard for me to get through. I definitely check out some of these and stuff, but let's check out some of these trailers and stuff that they have, because I don't get to look at too many game trailers. So go ahead and check this out. Starting off with
2020 was one of the best years for horror games, but I think we can all be thankful to see 2021. And, while the difficulties still remain, there's plenty to look forward to in a lot of areas. One area in particular is horror-based games. Since we're all sticking to the idea of staying apart, it's kind of nice to have these things to keep us busy. Anyway, here are 15 more of our most anticipated horror games of 2021, and the next one. In case you haven't noticed, everybody's currently talking about this horror shooter called Ale. Coming from the studio Cloud Games, and like Resident Evil 7, here you have to go through a house contaminated with not zombies but mutants. The highlights of the matter though is Ale offers these extreme body horrors, like from the franchise The Thing. It's kind of crazy actually. You might want to be careful with it though, with the donating and supporting this
like how it looks.
You never know, especially when a game is kind of too good, which Ale certainly
I'm glad they move slow.
So just be careful with that.
Man, that'd be too much for me. Oh my gosh, it looks bloated and everything else. Are they throwing stuff? You throwing things now? I'll definitely check out this game. I'm blurring out some stuff.
Moving on, you might want to know why Little
Dark
Hope
Preachers,
wasn't quite
House
the
of
hit
Ashes.
lots of folks were hoping for. Next entry in the Dark Preachers anthology will hopefully remedy that from what we hear. We're not going to get any Exorcist references here, but the idea with this one is actually quite interesting. House of Ashes right now is planned to come out to consoles and PCs sometime later this year. And
that's the Resident Evil Village.
Was coming. So over 9 Feet of Terror, Capcom's latest Resident Evil Village, launches on May 7th for PC, PlayStation 4,
They've been going crazy with these
Xbox
Resident
Series
Evil
X, and One. In which, in case you didn't notice by far, Mia and Ethan make a return alongside Chris Redfield in a game that looks to focus more on paranoia, is what they've been keep saying. Resident Evil Village, by the way, is set in this mysterious Eastern Europe village we hear, and you probably came to notice that it recalls Resident Evil 4 to a huge scale, especially with the latest trailer. Anyway, so far we know it's coming with some weird locals, monsters, and the merchant trailer, only that the guy is really different, so.
I like their take on vampires and stuff like that. It looks so good.
Let me string the bone, slice your jugular, and just watch.
Of all the asymmetric multiplayer games out
Oh,
there,
it's a big
it kinda
dead.
seems like there's a
Oh my
bit of a
goodness,
lack
it
in
sounds.
zombies. I mean, I would assume. These developers, however, Crania Games, are looking to kind of come out with a solution to that, with their upcoming title, which is called A Way to Be Dead, slated to be coming soon actually to Steam. This game, which takes place in the same reality as Roots of Insanity, another game from this company, has a pretty straightforward premise, which is players need to escape this mad doctor in a hospital, which is also just so happens to be infested with zombies. Now, what's really interesting with this game is that you can either take on the role of that doctor, the survivors, or even the zombies. So, yeah.
Interesting. Choose your way kind of thing.
Evil Nun, on the other hand, the Broken
Evil
Mass,
Nun.
by the way, is actually a remake of the hit mobile game, Evil Nun the First, for those of you unfamiliar, made entirely in Unreal Engine this time. And what you can see here apparently is like a 100% shot in real time, which I'm not sure it's what they say, but if so, it's kind of insane to be honest. Evil Nun is actually one of the most popular horror games for mobile devices, now redesigned with new puzzles, scenarios, and a new adventure to go with it, possibly due out between May to June this year.
I had a wonderful girlfriend.
Well, this is one that I was like,
You
it
didn't
seems
see
kind of
this one
like
coming at the Game Awards. I
Uh,
mean, I didn't, and yeah,
Friday
kind of
13th,
lost my
the
mind for
video
quite a while
game?
There, it's coming from.
That's what it
minds
kinda
behind
reminded
the
me
game
of.
World War Z. It's a co-op shooter, and not only we're getting more Bruce, but we're getting representation from almost all the Evil Dead franchise through characters from the films and even Ash vs Evil Dead. Come on guys, just give us a demo already. But anyway, for those of you waiting, this one's also coming to consoles and PCs sometime later in 2021.
With humanity's extinction on the line, it's up to
There
you
goes a game I
to
definitely
take the
gonna-
fight to the enemy, eradicate the
I'm gonna end up
ridden, and
looking at.
reclaim the world.
Well,
So, Back 4 Blood's
Definitely
reveal at
gonna
the
be
Game
end up
Awards
playing,
2020 definitely got us jonesing for
Back 4 Blood. I've been wanting another Left 4 Dead game so bad.
Come to notice, it would be better to do it than the guys who made the thing. So yeah, the same developer's Turtle Rock has obviously added more to the gameplay this time, but the idea of going up against wave of zombies with your friends kind of never gets old if you ask me. We also know there's a hell of a lot more where that came from this time. You can actually give this one a try when it's out on consoles and PCs this year on June 22nd.
Try to survive.
yeah, that
Each
is
time you
much
play,
more of a
you'll
beast
face a
than
new
a
set of
tank.
friends. As you play
like,
through
man.
the closed alpha test, you'll also discover new items, gear, and weapons to help you take your fight against the Red End further. Though each time you play, the game director will change what you find and where, so make sure you run through more than once.
For those of you who like your horror with a set of puzzles, there's one out
Nope.
in early 2021 going by
I suck at puzzles.
1983, which is actually the latest entry in its series. The game's currently in development for the PlayStation.
There's a game that I have
5,
right
followed
now
by the
that is
future
basically
release
a
for PlayStation
puzzle
4,
horror
Xbox
game,
One,
and
Nintendo
I
Switch,
can't
and then
I
PC
can't
and
get
Steam.
through the
But
first
you can
one.
also check out
That's
the
the sad
original
part.
Dying,
It's the
Reborn,
beginning
Steam
part of the
Archive,
game. I can't
PlayStation
even make it
Store.
past that.
Have a look at this.
Because I can't
first.
find whatever item that it wants me to find to open up the door. So I got tired of it, just being like, man,
Now, it's been a while since we last heard about In Nightmare, but patience sometimes pays off, and they just came out with a gameplay trailer for it. Now, In Nightmares, which is still a working title, of course, is this dark fairy tale that explores the deepest depth of pain, is what they say. But basically, it's an adventure game that combines imagination and realism. That said, no release date has also been announced for the title, which is still in development for the PlayStation 4 only.
I like they're running fast but running slow at the same time. Creeping up behind you.
Now, after jerking back to life actually a few months ago,
No More Room in
Hell 2 has risen to terrorize folks on Steam with a new page that says this game is coming soon. Said developers are aiming to deliver the early access phase of it sometime this year, which will actually last about a year before the game's full release. You can find No More Room in Hell 2 on Steam right now. We also hear its initial release will have like 8-player zombie killing co-op and actually 2 pretty large non-linear maps to go with it.
Just popping pills, I know.
was always a part of me, as if it has taken a hold of me. And all that
I want another game like
here actually is about to hit PCs via Steam pretty much today, if not already. So you're probably not even gonna be waiting. And yeah, as for the game itself, it's a Lovecraftian style mythology-based horror first-person experience that centers on the mystery of an unknown entity on this forbidden island, which is serious stuff, in which you play as a father searching for his lost daughter, and from there it only gets just worse. Check it out real quick.
Report to designated stations.
Monstrum first released in 2015, introducing players to a new kind of world of horror, is now on its way with a new entry, in case you didn't notice. Actually, it's available now on Steam Early Access since January, and you can have hands on it now for about $15. This new game, however, features a new style in which 4 players assume the roles of prisoners desperate to escape from a monster hunting them down, with procedurally generated levels, and as you can see, a lot of hide and seek.
Okay, so you play with 5 people. One of them is a monster or the hunter, and the other 4 are the survivors. So you gotta try to survive and escape.
Your friends are worried about you.
Oh my
Five
gosh.
Nights at Freddy's security breach is also due out in just a few months, we hear. I don't know precisely when, but we could...
That's the one that would get my heart
release.
racing.
It's coming to consoles and PCs, and right now there's actually so
Man, my
little
blood pressure be all the way up.
about the story or
This freaking
gameplay,
game.
other than it's set in the 80s in a mall kind of environment, and the players are hiding from Vanny, which is a new antagonist in a bunny suit, of course. Anyway,
So this is one of the games that seems like it'd be so intense. Because you're trying to hide, and then you have to get through the whole story of what's happening. And then it's like a movement game where you just have to go all the way around. The first Friday, Friday night.
Sandaliotis, Argrio Phelps, Sardinia.
Five Nights at Freddy's, it was just you in a room closing doors and stuff. This you moving around, so this makes my heart race even more.
Taking a cue from the one that started it all in Sweet Home, this stylized survival horror title going by Saturnalia has the permadeath mechanic for your group in the game. So here you better work to keep them alive as you navigate this maze you get to come across with in this abandoned village in Italy somewhere. The thing with this game is actually, I would suggest you don't wait for the final product because it's already fun and worth every minute, kind of. However, rumors has it might happen in a few months, so now you know.
St. Lucy's Day, Saturnalia, the celebration of the winter solstice, the birth of a new sun, the death of the past. Feast and revelry abide in unrepentant chaos. Masked abandon, animal ritual, a terpsichore of release and revelation. Release and revelation. All of us have secrets.
So Phasmophobia actually won the best debut game at the Game Awards this year, in case you missed it. It's a horror co-op game that has gotten overwhelmingly positive reviews and has been a bestseller on Steam as well. This game basically has up to 4 players take on the role of ghost hunters and trying to, it's pretty fun.
That was interestingly done.
Right
I think
now,
they did
it's
a
available on
good
Steam
job. I
Early
think they can
Access,
do a
but
lot
the
more
final
with that
product's
game.
coming in early 2021, so keep it in mind. And just a bonus to mention here, not really a horror game, we also have Hidden Dip, which is an intriguing looking puzzle platformer that leans heavily on classic sci-fi and horror movies. Now, this is actually a first from these guys, and they're being pretty old school with things here. Beyond that, it's a single player game, and it's still out on Steam in 2021
cool.
with more than like 50 narrative driven levels. And
They actually look pretty good.
To go with it. It's pretty cool.
Navigating
That's
through
all for now.
caves.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video.
Alright, so that was I forgot his name. Was it F Game Killer? I have it in the description. You can definitely look him up and check out some more from him. But yeah, what I would look forward to more in some horror video games is more of the competition horror. Basically, I forgot the name of that one game where you're on like an island and you're all trying to escape and there's like monsters and stuff on the island. I would love to play against something that's kind of like that, to where it's like 18, 20 people maybe, and everyone's trying to get off the island or get out of the area and stuff like that, and only a certain amount of people can survive. So you betray and stuff like that, but you have a whole bunch of monsters and other things that's there to try to stop you from escaping. So not only do you have to defeat like monsters and stuff, you have to stop other players and stuff like that as well. Those can be, to me, pretty fun. The challenge and stuff is what really gets me with that, because you never know what's going to happen, except with those type of games. But yeah, this was a pretty good list of games that's coming out. Definitely have a lot of them that I have been waiting on, and some that I know will give me a heart attack. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you like this video, please put a like on the video. If you like, subscribe to see more of my content, please do. Thank you all so much for just jumping on and giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, geekdom.